What's going on? It's Anton from AntonDaniels.com. How you doing? I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Anton is out and about here in Miami. This place is beautiful. 80 plus degrees. Look at all that behind me. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm gonna head over to Wynwood tonight. For those of y'all that's not familiar, a lot of y'all only go over to Miami Beach. You gotta go over to Wynwood. Wynwood is absolutely awesome. Hang out in Brickell, go over to the Design District, switch over to South Beach, then head over to North Beach. North Beach is a little bit cooler, in my opinion. And when I say cooler, I'm meaning that it's a little more chill. You know what I'm saying? It's not as rowdy. It's just a different type of vibe, and you gotta switch the vibes up while you're here. Make sure the next time that you come here, you're here for at least 4 days. If you was here for 4 days, and you'd be able to experience more things than just sitting on the beach or going to one party. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the museums, and you got to go to art, and you got to go shopping in a certain type of place so you can get a certain vibe and you can be inspired by what's going on around you. You may hear a little bit of a weird lisp or something. Probably didn't notice it before I said it, but if you did, it's because I just got a whole lot of dental work done today, and then I got to come back next week, and then it's a lot of things going on. So Anton is making sure that I get my pearly whites right, but I got to do it the right way. Can't just be out here doing anything. You got to get your pearly whites done by the right people the right way. Next week they will be perfect. Next week they will be perfect. So I can't wait to show that off to you guys. And let me do a little bit of housekeeping before I give you this game that I'm about to give you right now. Make sure you hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, in addition to that, make sure you subscribe to my new channel, Don't Do Coke in the Bathroom. It is going to start having videos posted tomorrow. Videos are going to start being posted tomorrow on Don't Do Coke in the Bathroom. That link is in the description. And then last but not least, if you have not already to get this game, make sure you tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. We have so many new updates. I just dropped a video in there yesterday. And then I got another interview that I'm dropping 2 days from now to make sure that I keep you guys supplied with the entertainment and the game so that you can continue to level up and become the best version of yourself. Now, if I was to get divorced today, right? If I was to get divorced today, Rita would still work for me. As a matter of fact, and for those of you that are new to the channel, Rita is my wife. I've been married for 18 years. I got married when I was 22, and I'm 40 now. It'll be 19 years coming up soon. Rita will still work for me. And not only would she still work for me, she'd still do all the things for me that she does today as a wife. She'd have to service that, right? And for those of you that make the type of money, and this is not to throw shade or anything like that, but this is just to, you know, help you guys to understand the benefits of having a traditional household, but then leaning into that even more from a business perspective, because I always tell y'all that marriage is a business first, especially for men and for women. Women don't like to admit it, but the very idea that they're looking for provision and protection as the #1 things in order to substantiate whether or not they'd rock with a dude tells you that they look at subconsciously marriage and relationships as a business first, even more than men. But for those of you that can operate in a traditional way, and that you are not requiring your spouse in order to bring in resources in order for y'all to be able to survive or maintain your standard of living, hire your chick. Now, that means that you're gonna have to go through some uncomfortable conversations and face yourself and all of that, because she'd have to be intimately integrated into everything you do. And that means your emails, social media, all that stuff. The reason why I'm so comfortable saying that Anton don't cheat, or I'm gonna be married forever and I live my life like an open book, so I'm not worried about the same things that everybody else is worried about, is because I have no secrets. And when you have no secrets, you live free. As a matter of fact, you're more free than ever when you have no secrets, because that means that you can operate 100% in your purpose without having to worry about what other people think or making adjustments based off of what your circumstances are. Everybody else, they spend energy or they exert energy into other things that don't add value into their life. They hiding stuff, they preventing stuff. I don't worry about that. Rita works for me, right? And so she's my eyes and ears into everything. She oversees all of my emails before it gets passed on to another assistant, or she delegates what gets passed on to who else works for me. Perfect. Is that Peasy? I see you playing that 2 million up. Shout out to Detroit and everybody that got everything going on here in Michigan. Every time I land here in Miami, I hear dudes playing Peasy. Peasy kind of own what's going on in here in Miami. You know what I'm saying? But no, specifically, being able to hire a person to work for you, how that benefits me business-wise. And yeah, I can send her out and she can go and work for somebody else and make money or whatever, and that'd be cool, right? I don't believe in depending on a woman in order for you to be able to survive. I believe that her working is, it should be a part of her having the option to, but not necessarily needing to in order for y'all to survive. But her working for me brings me way more value than if she was to be working for somebody else. And that's the point where you want to get to as a man, to where you don't need the resources, but then she exponentially multiply it based off of the things that you teach her. This is why you're called a groom. This is why you have to continue to groom. Grooming is not just forcing a chick to be submissive so you can bust her down. Grooming is continuing to make her a better version of herself so you can unleash her, so you can make her go out there and do the thing that she's great at, identifying her strong points, identifying where she can add value, making her a better version of herself, pushing her, not trying to hold her down, but unleash her, and then unleash her for you so that the best version of her is the best version of y'all. And y'all missing that part because the only thing that you focused on is getting some pussy. And if you only focused on getting some pussy and all of that, then you're missing out on all the intangibles of why you need to surround yourself with women that are literally like Swiss Army knives. A woman can be your biggest asset or your biggest headache if you know what you're doing. And so you're gonna have to be a little bit careful on how it is that you align yourself with certain people and have a level of dick discipline. Again, if you can get to the point to where you can get your chick to work for you, or you can create the space to where, and I'm not saying it even from the perspective of, yeah, I made my chick work for me. I didn't. It was something that she came to me and asked me, could she work for me so that she can add more value into my life, versus me saying, yeah, you should work for me and trying to convince her and sell her on it. I would never sell you on anything. I'm gonna need you to do it out of your own will. Or, you know, we can just make that change and continue to make modifications. Every time I come here, they got something else tearing down and they building out something else. And I think that that's absolutely awesome. Let me bring this back really quickly though. I said that even if she wasn't my chick, for whatever reason, we just gonna say hypothetically, because we all know that ain't true. You always mind. Even if she wasn't my chick, she'd still work for me. And a lot of people like, how is that possible? How would you be able to exist like that? Because the foundation of our relationship is much deeper than what it is that you're doing sexually. However, you'd have to be able to have that vision for her to be able to get under. And that's why it's so easy for women to be able to submit to me, because they're focused on the vision that I have for them, because I'm so busy adding value into their life, instead of focusing on the things that don't matter. But I understand that the pussy come with it, right? I don't have to focus so much on being romantic. You are just naturally doing the things that add the most value. And then they love that vision that you have for them. They love you, you know what I'm saying, giving them something to do, because they are there to be helpmeets. They are there to be great, and they are there to add value into your life. That's why it is, you're not missing. You're really not focusing on the thing that you need to be focused on. And dudes that's just focused on pussy haven't graduated into that next level as far as being able to really get that bag and really be successful and really, really live in their purpose. All right, so listen, I want to know what y'all think in the chat. I literally just woke up and because I had to throw some meds on and sleep it off because my mouth was hurting and throbbing. I went there yesterday, and then I went there today, and then I got to wait for your mouth to fully heal so you can really get all of the work really, really done that you got to do next week, and that's going to be interesting. But I'm documenting the journey, and I'm trying to figure out where it is that I want to put that. I don't know if I want to document that here or I want to document that on the other channel. But you know me, I live my life like an open book, so that You guys can lean into that and determine whether or not you want to take that advice for yourself or you want to leave it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. What do you think about your chick working for you? And could you do that, honestly, if you had the ability to? Would you want your chick to be all in your business like that? Do you live your life to the point to where you feel comfortable enough to do that? Let me know. I love you. I appreciate you. I love this vlogging style. I know I haven't been live streaming in the morning, but I really, really like this vlogging style. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.